Hi everybody, welcome back to Quarantine Cooking with Carolyn. You know, we've been in quarantine now for over a month, and if you're like many of us here in Colorado, you're probably starting to miss your Mexican food. I know I am. So today I'm going to show you how to make something a little bit more authentic. I don't know about you, but tacos aren't cutting it, so this is a little bit more authentic. So I'm going to show you how to make carnitas, and the best part about it is I'm going to show you how to make it in your crock pot. Yay! So let's get started. All right, so what you need to make this is you need approximately a 3-pound pork shoulder roast. Now, when I went to the store, they were out of pork shoulder, so I'm using a pork loin roast. You need cumin, oregano, salt, and pepper, and I've got that all mixed up in here. You need a fair amount of garlic, 3/4 of a cup of orange juice. You need some chipotle peppers, and this is the one ingredient you may or may not be familiar with. These are a smoked chili pepper, and they give the food a really nice smoky flavor. You find these in the Mexican food aisle next to the salsas, okay? So you'll need, and you'll find them, you'll find your green chili peppers, your jalapeno peppers, and your chipotle peppers there. So this is the one thing you may not be familiar with. And then you also need some lime. And then for serving, you might like to have some diced onion, which is very traditional, cilantro, tortillas, corn or flour. I like flour, but the corn are good too. And some salsa. So let's get started. I'm going to take the roast, and I'm just going to dump that in the crock pot, just like that. And then you're going to take 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and you're just going to mix it together, and you're going to pour it over your roast. And then you're going to do this, and of course you want to line your crock pot. I've talked about that many times. Oh my gosh, it saves so much work. So there you go. And then next you want about 2 tablespoons, actually 1 tablespoon and 2 teaspoons if you want to be precise, of garlic. Now, this recipe originally called for 10 cloves of garlic, and they wanted you to slice them. And I thought, no, I just don't want to be bothered doing that, and I'm sure you don't either. So in order to make it easier, we're going to take a tablespoon of garlic plus 2 teaspoons, which is just a little bit less than a tablespoon of the garlic. And you're going to rub that over the meat as well. Okay, just like that. So try to get as much of it on the meat there. Okay, and you'll come out with the same flavor. Okay, and I'm going to take this off now because it's messy. Then the next thing you're going to want is 3/4 of a cup of orange juice and 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Fresh is best, but if you only have the jarred stuff, that's fine. And this one didn't yield that much, so I'm going to do the other half as well. There we go. And then we're going to add the chipotle peppers. Now I'm going to put a glove back on because I don't want to handle these because they can be spicy. And you want 2 of these. And what you don't want is all that sauce in there. And these, you can freeze these and hang on to them for the next time. So I'm just going to chop those up just like that. And I'm going to add that to the juices. I'm just going to give it a little stir. And we're going to pour that over the roast. And then we are going to cook this on low for 8 hours. All right, our carnitas are done, and I have pulled them out of the crock pot, and I've put the meat in a bowl. Now, you can serve this one of two ways. You can just take the meat out of the crock pot like I've done here, and you can flake it off with a fork. Just pull it like that. And then you can take some of the cooking liquid and pour that over. You don't need a lot of it, just a little bit, just a little to give it that extra oomph. Or you can do what I've done here, flake the meat off, but put it in a frying pan. Now, if you are a carnitas aficionado, you know the best parts are the little crispy bits. So I just sprayed this pan with a little spray, that's it. I didn't even add any extra fat whatsoever. And I'm just getting those little crispy bits going. So you've got one of two ways to serve this. And then you want to serve it definitely with some flour or corn tortillas, some salsa, some onion, and some cilantro, if you like cilantro. People are funny about cilantro. They either love it or they don't. I'm in the don't camp. You can also add some refried beans if you want. I've showed you how to make pinto beans in a previous video, also in your crock pot, or you can just serve canned ones. It doesn't matter. It's all going to taste delicious. So give this a try, guys. I know you've got